Yeah, it is it's a hard job for sure, but it looks like maybe we might be getting a fight. Everyone from TSM moved up into the Radiant High Ground, and they will actually see tOfu here with their wards. See if they make the jump. This could be an easy first blood for them. They also spot dyrachyo. Actually going to use Reflection. Not interested in going for that lifestealer. Instead, they want to focus down the Shaker. But what a fantastic Fisher denies so many of the reinforcements. And instead, it looks like Bryle was actually the one in danger right now. He's trying to run away. But dyrachyo with the body block in. Seleri gets the first one. Timado also out of position. Trying to get the trade at least onto this bench. But it's not going to work out. It's a 2 for nothing. But the action isn't even over yet. dyrachyo stepping forwards. He will actually get punished this time round. The lifestealer does fall, looking to see if they can take down Ace as well, but he's just too damn tanky and speedy to get away. So as a result, 2-for-1 advantage there for Gaimin. They get the first blood as well, and they get 3 of the bounties. What a huge start. Oh, well, Bryle, okay. Does at least manage to take down Ace.
That's nice, but it's still a big win for Gaimin Gladiators here with the bounty ruins, with the first 2 kills. I don't imagine Gaimin Gladiators can take buildings all too quick with this lineup. So why not just go for the Hand of Midas and play not for for the slightly longer game?
Yeah, I mean they are just running at this brew right now. Right clicks hurt a lot, plus the magic missile. Even still, kasane will die. The miss doesn't land twice in a row. They will find the kill. Ari makes sure he gets the Lotus, but that is going to cost him his life. So at the end of the day, it's a double kill for dyrachyo. Meanwhile, more fighting happening up top right now. Warlock barely able to escape. Timado standing his ground, but a lot of damage there from the static link. Ooh. Everyone dies at the same time. 3 people. tOfu, the only person left alive, gets a double kill for his efforts as well. All right, that was chaotic.
It's not like that. Like overall, they're doing fine. Maybe Ace is not getting as much as he wants personally, but the lane is getting a lot.
Yeah, definitely. But at the moment, doesn't really seem like they're able to stop the fun coming out onto Timado just yet. Doing perfectly fine. Meanwhile, down at the bot lane, another kill there for dyrachyo. They take down Ari. So yeah, lifestealer on a killing spree right now, doing fine in CS as well, 20-3. So already he's off to a fantastic start. I mean, we were saying in the draft this hero feels kind of weird, but he has a good start. Meanwhile, solo kill, Quinn taking down Bryle. He didn't even need his ulti for that. 800 gold away, I think, from completing up the Satanic. Not Satanic, sorry, the Armlet. And in which case, how the hell did TSM even kill him, as he's just continuously running at kasane. Every single time this brew steps up, he's getting punished immediately. Quinn also getting involved. Unfortunately, he's still a full level away from having his ult to try and survive. Actually, maybe the +1 Bryle's going to get caught out against the wall as well. It's a double for Quinn. Gaimin Gladiators, man, just giving no space whatsoever for TSM to play their own game, just running at them non-stop.
Sorry, already he's like, yeah, he's not here alone. So yeah, really unfortunate. And he teleports. I didn't realize you could teleport inside it.
You know, he's going to start ganking those tier 1 towers as the catapult, but instead they're hunting for Timado. They see him. He's out of mana as well. He is holding a skill point for Sunder, which maybe you have enough if you decide to use these stick charges. But I don't know if he's going to get much of an opportunity, because maybe the counterplay coming through, even can commit Echo just to make sure this guy does fall. Bryle with the TP coming on in, TSM want to try and take this fight, get something of value out of this one. Rolling Thunder will cancel the Pulverizer instead. Bryle's actually getting beaten into. He has to just rampage himself away, getting out of danger. Seleri get focused up from kasane's bears, but they all just die way too quickly. Swashbuckle also collect on Ari. They're going to dive underneath the tier 2 tower for this one. Big pull from dyrachyo just to get closer. Oh, nice jukes, but all that's going to dilute is delay the inevitable. He will still die. Triple kill given away. Even Whitemon getting caught. Ends up being 4 kills there for Gaimin Gladiators. They don't lose anybody.
I'm very proud.
I mean, he's been playing absolutely perfectly right now. Already, actually no, I thought it was his score, but his Quinn is currently 6-0-4.
Oh,
so the Panglayer's having a fantastic time. And Gaimin thinking about invading the triangle right now. They will move in. They're going to see Bryle at the front, looking spell in front of him. All these long-range spells. Quinn is actually going to say, no guys, let's go. Don't fall back. We can definitely take this one in a decent spot to maybe change start up Bryle, but instead the Soul Blind does sort of deny this Rolling Thunder. Out comes the counter offer as well. Seleri falls, Quinn locked in place. Swashbuckle animation comes through, but he still ends up dying. 2 pretty nice kills there from TSM. I mean, the one onto Quinn was worth a lot of money.
dyrachyo, I think is probably going to be okay. Yeah, but that's still amazing. That came out, why? Because we've seen the Grimstruck versus Span go so many times. Soulbind is amazing. And we also saw the double Fatal Bond come out, by the way. It only hit 2 people, but that's still a lot of damage. Whitemon, does he make that? No.
man, that is just so much damage. dyrachyo's even going to try and steal the double stack right now.
This diffuser coming out, he's like, oh, I just lose almost all my mana after just a couple of swashbuckles. So he's suffering. He is suffering a lot.
Definitely is. Meanwhile, dyrachyo still hanging around trying to steal these stacks. Bryle was coming in. They want to defend this if possible, but Quinn is nearby. Charge forwards there from Bryle. Maybe to separate himself from the rest of his team.
That's so bind.
An awkward spot right now, but still dyrachyo gets very low. Will actually fall. That's a massive kill to find. To get the grab onto Bryle at least, but this is still favouring TSM. Can Quinn get himself out alive? The Fisher is kind of making it a bit more awkward for TSM to fully chase. tOfu jumping in. Kasane takes a lot of damage. The Brewmaster will survive, but it doesn't even matter, man. Killing dyrachyo, that was an 8 kill streak, I think, as well. Huge amount of gold.
tOfu, dude, Kasane. He's playing real risky. He's being punished for it. You see his life low, staying a bit too long, and tOfu.
We've actually seen him get involved in these fights. It's been mainly Quinn and dyrachyo running around, but yeah, with this item pickup, feels like the Razor is ready to start getting involved and maybe help apply more pressure to TSM and close them out this game.
And Gaimin Gladiators has gone for Bryle.
In danger, can he get himself out of this one? The answer is a definite no. He does end up falling down, kill going towards Ace. And actually, sort of know that Timado is maybe nearby, thinking about pushing into the jungle area. Not going to find it. Instead, it looks like TSM are the ones who want to try and make some sort of counterplay comes through. Soulbind is there, plus the Science, but immediately BKB gets popped from the Razor to get the counter kill. Chaos Goblin also being committed. Seleri will eventually fall. Ace just trying to run himself away with the involvement of Quinn. Maybe they're going to try and turn this fight around and get a win once more. They can't fully lock down kasane. Obviously, the magic community on the Earth Panda does allow him to retreat, so he will be fine.
Solid trade, but you have to use your golem for it. Timado might be losing his life.
Yeah, not even over. He doesn't have any mana for Sunder. He just gets taken down. Even with the Metamorphosis popped, it's just so easy for Gaimin to get on top of him and find the kill. Quinn cliffed himself, doesn't jump on top, and actually Bryle cliffs himself in response! It's a huge mistake there from Bryle. It looks like Gaimin Gladiators maybe want to try and make something happen with this one. dyrachyo is also coming through. And that feels real sad. Bryle summoning his inner Arteezy. That's an awkward death. We see a Hand of Midas has finally been completed for kasane at 22.5 minutes in, so he's gonna try and get as much value out of that one as he can, but it all depends on how much space GG can give him. Oh, they've even found him again! Alright, he's able to get the split off at least. He will be able to run himself out of this one, but even when he's trying to find farm, man, so much pressure being applied. Actually, the rest of the TSM coming in right now. They've got good connection. Well. But a huge echo comes through. Massive damage. Timado actually has to use Sunder on his teammate to survive. They do get the kill towards tOfu, but it doesn't even matter. They lose their carry. Bryle has to run away on death's door. And Quinn trying to chase after kasane right now. He's pretty damn slow. Can't get immediately on top of him. Just the AoE damage from dyrachyo finishes off Bryle. It's another horrible situation. I mean, it doesn't even look like TSM have any observer wards outside of their base. They're playing with no vision whatsoever. This is a very hard game to come back into. They need a lot of time before Timado gets real scary on this TV. Yeah, they found the brew. 7 seconds before he has Ulma up. But actually, it looks like dyrachyo's not even interested to focus onto him, going onto Whitemon instead. Bryle trying to make some space.
They have an echo.
Disengage. BKB gets popped. Quinn rolling around. Lincoln Sphere. Make sure he doesn't get controlled. Jump forwards, echoes there from tOfu, they land on towards the TV yet again, do their damage for the Sunder, they do. Timado is gone before he can react at all. Bryle charging in, trying to find a counter kill if possible on towards tOfu. He's not going to be able to find it, instead he loses his life. dyrachyo is just in the base on his own. He finished off kasane, and that is it. GG is called. They tap out. 25-minute win there for Gaimin Gladiators. What a disgusting way to start this best of 5.
Absolute butchery, man. Absolute butchery. I mean, we knew Gaimin Gladiators would have a strong mid game, but they just crushed him. The dyrachyo got way too much than he should have. Whereas if you're level 6, you can go back, heal, shop randomly, and be able to get a kill. But it's like, nah, that's not an option for him anymore. Oh dear, they want to kill him now.
Yeah, Seleri's here. Magic Missile to start things off. Ari coming from behind. Nice Fisher block as well. There is going to be a telekinesis actually, throwing Quinn on the other side of the Fisher, so he can't go for the Rolling Thunder kill. Instead, it is Seleri. Or Seleri, I should say, that ends up getting that one. Magic Missile as well, locking down on towards the Rubik. And I feel like it's only a matter of time before this guy also ends up falling. So 2 kills there from GG to start the game.
You needed Whitemon to show up there as well, but Whitemon he's focusing on getting those fatal bonds on Ace, and which has helped. But he's actually like not that far behind time. Oh dear.
Oh, they're going for him right now. Nice Fisher though with the root comes through. And it's actually Timado who gets punished. Huge rotation there from Seleri to get that kill. 100% catching TSM by surprise. And up top, this is the lane where there's been a least amount of action. Kasane as well, dyrachyo just been kind of trading farm. Has just been ever so slightly by the looks of favouring Kasane for now, just a bit further ahead. Even doing decent amount of damage on towards this life stealer, pushing monetize for tier 1. He's actually going to dive for
Doesn't
this.
have rage.
Already TP rotations. It doesn't look like it. Kasane, what a fantastic solo kill. Maybe going to get punished though. Quinn is here with the soul sumption. Going to push him back. Another Rolling Thunder coming on through. First stun will land, plus the second. Can they keep shading this one up? Maybe they're going to need some more people to rotate in, or are they? It's actually Quinn with the quick swashbuckle. They do find the kill. It looks odd. Don't like it really. I don't like it at all.
You don't like it? Yeah. I mean, I miss when she had her sisters, you know, like, and then we had like butterflies and all this random stuff. It's like, come on. All right, Kasane, lose the ultimate.
Yeah, they're going to go for this one right now, trying to control him up. Stun's coming through from tOfu, but even still, man, Kasane is just gaining HP instead of losing it. tOfu will actually be the one to die. Ace is stuck on the wrong side of the upheaval. He can't get anywhere nearby. dyrachyo has to TP away, and it's a huge fight there from TSM. They counter the gank. They get 2 kills as well.
There's not much you have to be worried about here. I think entangling root still works through the BKB, I'm not quite sure. But either way, that's the BKB feels like it's going to be pretty great for them.
Kasane using his exo mid, but nice fish in there from tOfu does hold him back instead. Seleri with a very short range swap will just get ran down. And probably going to see this tier 1 tower get beaten into a fair chunk. We'll see if Gaimin Gladiators want to defend. The fish are not actually putting Kasane on the other side, so the spirits are still going to keep chipping away.
Not enough time, I think, with the exo to take the tower. It feels like it's about to fall, and here we go, big fight.
We'll jump in from Bryle, but there is going to be the turnaround. Rolling Thunder coming on through. No mana left here for Kasane to play with. Also, a nice usage of the Fisher. They do get the kill onto the Shake-Up. They trade onto the Rubik. Seleri also coming through, but he just TPs into his death, as it ends up being 3 kills there for TSM, double for Timado, and the tier 1 tower is just going to be the cherry on top. So, not just going to get easily ruptured and basically screw over his entire Rolling Thunder. He's actually going to be able to get a decent duration out of that one. Meanwhile, TSM, they're just going Roche with this Exo pop. Does not look like this has been read by GG at all, so this will be free. At least they will settle for a free kill onto Ari.
Yeah, you'll trade that any day. You know, you're position 4 to get Roshan, especially on a lineup that has this mid-game power spike. You put on the Bloodseeker, which makes sense. TSM's playing this. dyrachyo did 700 damage. He doesn't even reach to the 1,000. They're like, yeah, he's not doing it anyone. The smoke is nice. Can they catch Quinn? Unfortunately, he does have the Lincoln Sphere, so it's going to be relatively tough. And tOfu ruins it by breaking the smoke.
Yeah, he does get called out. Ends up being a very quick free kill there for Timado. The dyrachyo steals the Wisdom Rune. They are also able to pick up their own there for Quinn. So already, looks like Gaimin are trying to secure as many of those Wisdoms as possible and get that level advantage 2 times in a row. But Seleri will be free.
Okay, that's a nice kill, and they get the tower as well. They haven't used Exo. They have almost 3 minutes for their Aegis. So yeah, you lose the Wisdom Rune. It's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, yeah. I hear rock.
Okay, got the rupture on towards Quinn. Doesn't actually get himself out of the silence radius, but it doesn't matter. Fantastic Fisher there from tOfu, providing space for his core just to TP out. Meanwhile, in the back lines, Ace trying to go for a solo onto Ari, but now it's actually him who's in danger. 4 heroes from TSM on his case with an Exo, and no matter how tanky the bear man is, he still dies.
It's a good kill, but you'd like to turn to the tower again.
And see if that is potentially just going to carry them to victory right now. Ace as well. Got a Basher not too far away. So once that's on the old bear, it's going to be easy to run people down. Nice Infest, just jumping inside the Golem. Going to be able to run himself away, but Telekinesis dragging him back in. Timado does kill the creep. Even going to drop the Rupture right now. dyrachyo still just running. Forced to turn and stand his fight with the Rage. He's actually going to take down Timado. Look at that DPS come through. Obviously had the Aegis, but it doesn't make too much difference. dyrachyo will still end up falling down. Kasane with his BKB, just running at Ace. It looks like Gaimin Gladiators will decide to fall back.
But they do have Exo in 10 seconds. This could be a mid-tier 2 for them. If you're TSM, you want to open up this match a lot. Eventual Spirit, he's got, I was gonna say he's got the Solar Crest, and we have BKBs on all the cores for TSM right now.
Aggressive swap as well on towards Kasane. There is going to be the chaotic offering. Holds the rest of GG back, and it doesn't feel they can pursue for more. Instead, it's actually Bear that's taking a lot of damage. They're trying to kill the Golem at the same time. Rolling Thunder there from Quinn. Going to head up towards the north side, I think. Wants to control Timado. And everyone else on the side of Gaimin will back off. They did kill the Bear, though. Does Ace... Can he just respawn it? Is it on cooldown?
Might be on cooldown, actually. And Pangoleer's role is not available as well, so Quinn's going to be a little less effective in these fights. And meanwhile, tOfu, he's jumping in. He's got the blink.
Okay, nice Fisher, but the Force Stuff there brings the Warlock up to a safe spot. He's going to be A-okay. The Ember Spirit does TP back to base, but can get rejoined with the Ember Spirit. Trying to run down Whitemon as well. The Warlock will die. They found Ari as well. Already 2 heroes are gone. The Involvement of Timado just ends up tearing down Seleri.
Quinn?
Quinn jumps off the slide, but he's super low. Just gets to get taken as well. Now, out pops the Infest dyrachyo. Maybe they can kill Bryle, has no mana and no hope. He will fall. Kasane TPing. Can Ace get the bash or the root? He cannot. I mean, they did just see Timado hit in the mid creep wave, so they're going to come up from behind. Who did they find?
Ari doesn't have a stolen spell. He'll need to get something useful. Problem is that the Exo is about to end. That's going to be a little unfortunate for them. They can't really take a fight without it.
Yeah, that's a free kill onto Ari. Kasane now in danger.
No BKB.
Up in 5 seconds. Then he might be able to try and go for a BKB, but it's not looking likely. This many people on top of him. He is just free food there for dyrachyo. Killing spree online for himself. And it is just once again GG bouncing back.
Oh man. Only 2,000 gold advantage though. Timado is #1. He's been there for a while. He's going. Oh, he's going for the Agam Scepter. It gives you that. Oh.
Does he get caught though? Fisher jumping forward into everything else. Chaotic offering though is going to be a timing space. He pops the BKB. He has to still run away. dyrachyo chasing after him right now, but the pushback is in. It will make space for the Bloodseeker to retreat. Swap as well there from Seleri. Making sure that dyrachyo isn't going to get caught out. He might just be traded away here as there's nowhere for him to run. Though tOfu's waiting off to the sidelines. Maybe they can jump onto Bryle. He has no mana. It looks like the call from Gaimin is just to back off. Obviously, they were actually missing Quinn, who's on the complete opposite side of the map.
This is going to be Roshan here for Gaimin Gladiators, unless TSM decides to contest, which they probably should, you know.
Yeah, I mean, still 40 seconds without the Venge. They can take this on, but actually Gaimin are the ones that are taking it to them right now. Stun on towards Timado. We get telekinesis back, but it doesn't matter. Quinn was already there. They found the kill on towards the Bloodseeker as well. Bryle trying to stand his ground, but he has to just jump away. Kasane with the Exo doing whatever. The Echo is in from tOfu. Connects onto 2. Whitemon will drop. Ari's able to retreat. dyrachyo getting very low. The right
armlet
through the hills, and the armlet top is keeping it going right now. Kasane's trying to run, but the body block was there from tOfu. Will get away. dyrachyo just ticks out there on the final little notch of HP. So at the end of the day, it's actually kind of an even trade considering the fact that dyrachyo just died.
They need to move fast. The problem is they have no Exo. No Exo for about 25 seconds. They do have gold. Everything else is available, but no Exo. And can they get this here?
Oh, it's so quick. That's it. Aegis into hands of dyrachyo. Cheese as well passed over towards Quinn, and now they're ready to take this fight. Nullifier lands on towards Kasane. Golem dropped, only gets the stun onto the Lifestealers. Bryle actually gets picked off in way too deep. Timado as well with the BKB activated. He's trying to get on top of this Lone Druid if he possibly can. The swap is going to be there for Seleri. But even still, Timado still sticks on this target. Maybe he can eventually bring him down. Does get his almost cooldown, but it's too little too late. He's still just nice win. Popping the cheese. Timado will fall. Echo getting dropped from tOfu. Kasane has to run away, but again, he's out of mana. Doesn't even have any Spirit Siphon charges if he did have mana to use. And eventually he will die. So 4 heroes gone for TSM. All Gaimin lose is the Lone Druid. They still get the Aegis intact. Massive victory. Just playing that PvE game. Hit as many creeps as possible to get big and fat. Why not? Shiva's just completed for Kasane as well. Makes her a bit tankier as maybe he's actually in a bit of danger. He's ran into dyrachyo, chops some Nullifier on top of him. Spirit Siphon trying to keep himself nice and healthy. dyrachyo's just charging forwards right now. We can see on the minimap, the rest of the team is not really that close. Bryle's going to try and shackle him up, hold him at bay. Actually doing decent damage onto the Lifesteal right now. Exo's finally been committed, but the Bear from Ace also get involved. Chaotic offering getting dropped, but Bryle off to the side gets completely caught out from the rest of Gaimin Gladiators. The roll from Quinn as well. Not going to get the full connection onto Whitemon. Out comes the Rupture on towards the Pango. Good
Oh,
Fisher. It makes the space. Maybe he can actually survive this one. The Ghost from afar are still getting the hit. He goes to the roll up for the magic damage block, but it doesn't matter. He still ends up dropping down with kasane. The retaliation coming through from Gaimin Gladiators. They want to focus down this DP, and eventually they will find it. Another fantastic Fisher block there. Whitemon can't go anywhere at all. Does get the 4-star. And dyrachyo maybe forgetting he can't walk through that gate, and he has to walk himself backwards.
Gaimin Gladiators, they still have about 30 seconds left on the Aegis, and of course, we haven't mentioned it, but Lone Druid takes buildings in, you know, half a second flat.
Yeah, especially when they got the help of the Lifestealer, is more than capable of hitting those buildings as well. Maybe find a free jump on towards Whitemon. dyrachyo's just going to go for this. Where's the save? The telekinesis throw back, but it doesn't matter. The damage is too much. The Radiance ticking him out from afar. Bryle going in deep right now, trying to focus onto as many people as he can. He's getting control of the bear. The fear, he's just gone down for another 70 seconds. Timado trying to salvage the situation, standing his ground without the Aegis. Maybe come out on top, but it doesn't matter. The bashes are there. So much damage. An aggressive swap, dragging it back into the rest of Gaimin. Nice AoE stun to hold them back, but Timado, it's not going to make any difference. He still dies. He has a buyback. May very well be forced to use it. Because I feel like Gaimin, they could just carry on going for barracks right now.
And I'm loving the way tOfu was able to separate people with the fissure. Like, he has been having an amazing game just because he stays behind, throws out the fissure. Sometimes it messes up with Quinn's role, but it doesn't matter. Like, the fissure's more important.
Yeah, 100%. He's been doing a fantastic job. Another aggressive swap on towards the DP. Does just have to run away though. Maybe he can get this counter one on towards Seleri right now, but the Rolling Thunder is going to be there from Quinn. They get the control towards Whitemon, the poor old Warlock. No chance to survive that. Is dead without the buyback. You want these buildings are just disintegrating in seconds. Second set is gone. Looking for this bottom one. They may actually have to buy back on towards Timado. They're going to be up against Megas. Exo popping kasane, charging on in, they're trying to focus on towards Lone Druid. Buyback finally comes on out, but the Echo gets the control. kasane is just gone. BKB does not last long enough whatsoever. Bryle as well trying to make some work happen. Timado running people away, but can they actually get any focus to get the kills? That is a different question. As Bryle in danger still, dyrachyo on top of them. He's too slow, he will die. Timado trying to get the counted one on towards Quinn. Right click's coming through. He will actually manage to take down the two of them. But it is now a 2 versus 2. Buyback available for kasane. Will use it, but dyrachyo, he's not afraid. He can easily get Megas all on his own.
Right, it's like, what are you guys gonna do for me? He's just gonna teleport out, and it's just gonna be fine. Nice use of the fissure there, just to make sure that none of they haven't even had basher. Mega creeps are up here.
Yeah, like you mentioned, just too many damn things to address. And the third Roshan is up in 30 seconds, but by the posturing of Gaimin Gladiators right now, they do not care about waiting for Roche. They want to make a fight happen. Smoke breaks on Timado, does have to blink dagger backwards there. Rolling Thunder for Quinn has already been used. They found the grab onto kasane. They pop out onto the lives. So he's just immediately gone. The can't go for it coming out way too late to make a difference. Even the Golem dies instantly. Now a 4 versus 5 without their real tanky hero, TSM. Their backs up against the wall. I'm not sure what they can actually do to defend right now. Poking on towards dyrachyo from afar. With Mega Creeps also into the base. This could be very difficult to defend. First tier 4 is gone. Ace now working on towards the second. These fishes from tOfu being a real problem. They can't go on top of anyone. Now they actually get the grab on towards Timado. He's standing ground with BKB. They toss it backwards. Bryle as well getting controlled both from Quinn as well as tOfu. The Ember Spirit is just dead. Does have buyback, but it doesn't even matter. GG is called. And Gaimin take game number 2 as well.
They played the draft exactly as the way they needed. Sorry, the way they needed. They had late game security. They didn't lose the early game too much. Like, there was they had a tiny bit of a lead, and there were a couple of times they got picked up. But they're like, listen, just be cool. Like, we just need to be calm about it.
It is definite trouble. One thing I've only just realized is that it's actually Whitemon on the Disruptor right now, and Ari's playing the Warlock this time round. So they're actually swapping around their picks. Meanwhile, dive underneath the tower. dyrachyo with the Inkswell, trying to get this kill onto kasane. Glimpse back. He doesn't have the mana. But will stick.
He might die.
Can he get another one usage? He won't. Yeah, dyrachyo biting off more than he can chew. Very heavy punishment right there, diving into the tier 1 so early.
It's only level 2, you know. We're level 1 Bristleback. Will Spray is also, his damage not very impressive. And do they want to go for this? Ari's going to be in trouble here.
Yeah, he's going to try and walk himself away. Shadow Word on top of him, but I feel like the DPS is more than enough there for GG. They do manage to get the kill. Jump from Timado, not going to land on towards tOfu. Maybe he's going to be
Timado?
careful himself. Does he know he's just dead? What would Verifier pop? One more right click onto tOfu to get the kill. Is he a little bit faster? The slow is there. Still with the stick charges, he's going to try and turn this around. But eventually Timado does fall. Make it look very, very close. But even still, another couple of grabs there for Gaimin Gladiators off lane. We'll see how the lane obviously does end up changing. Just more pressure being applied from GG on this off lane. Not too much. But yeah, do you think if the Void gets like an early 6, maybe get a solo kill? Meanwhile, I'm talking about that. Kasane dies bottom. Whitemon as well. Final Brisson. I feel like that was maximum range nearly.
Yes.
It ends up just being a double. And the real benefit from that is the fact that the Grim was nowhere nearby. So that was pretty much solo experience as well.
That nap, it recharged him. He's ready to play. You know, he's like, ah.
Yeah, ready to come into this third game swinging. Meanwhile, more skirmishing happening at this top lane, just non-stop fights going on right now. Quite a few Shadow Poison stacks being applied here. Timado, if he gets hit from one more, it's probably going to be in dead, and it will. Ari survives by only a sliver of HP. So it's already 5 for 1. Oh, down bot lane, Dyrachyo again very low. Can they kill the Bristle? Not before he kills Whitemon though. Able to get that one. And actually Seleri going to stand his ground versus kasane. But even still, with the Inkswell, he does lose that trade ever so slightly. But not enough to actually get the kill. Bryle will be able to walk himself away. Meanwhile, out comes the Shapeshifter. They're going to try and run down dyrachyo right now. He's got 2 points into Bristback, so he feels pretty tanky. Lots of quills flying on out. Is this going to be enough to actually keep him alive? Inkswell also coming out. Has to be a short duration, but even still, that is enough to keep dyrachyo going. Kasane is the one that actually ends up taking quite a lot of damage as well. Is he going to keep going for this one? Long range stroke gets the kill, but a fantastic rotation here from Bryle. Will kill dyrachyo. Either going to dive the tier 1s to get the kill on towards Seleri. Tornado won't land. EMP also not going to connect, and it's actually Bryle who is now out of mana.
Mana has been this reoccurring theme in this series, right? We're seeing a lot of Pangolier with Diffusal. In this game, TSM has the mana advantage. You know, we see Diffusal Blades come out on Slark often. EMP. Gaimin Gladiators might be suffering here. Timado. Whoopsie.
You mentioned the Slark, and the curse is real. Timado going to get ran down from all of these Brewlings. Just too much damage coming through. Jukin and Jiving left and right. Also going to be the upheaval, but the final stun is there. Denies the retreat. Seleri also getting involved, and Ari, he was just like max casting the upheaval even though nobody was in it. And it's a quick crit to the face. Ends up being a double there for Ace.
They thought the Brewmaster was easier to handle, or maybe they expected not to come up in the first pick, but no. If Gaimin Gladiators can take it, they will take the Brewmaster.
Yeah, 100% just showing why everyone has been banning this hero so much against this team. Just a real powerhouse. Oh, Shapeshift going after Kasane, going to try and run down Seleri. Or Seleri, I should say. Keep on saying the wrong name. As he's going to carry on the dive right now. Charging on past the tier 1 tower. Seleri's trying to juke around the tree. Round and round he goes. Finally, Kasane will actually decide to turn around. The disruption save there for tOfu, trying to provide a bit of extra help for his fellow support. It's not going to be enough. And maybe now tOfu's actually the one to fall. As Kasane just forcing himself forwards, gets to kill the tower. Not going to be able to finish. He will survive. Oh, dyrachyo again! This guy just diving non-stop. He does at least kill Whitemon, but he actually dies before Whitemon does. So he doesn't even get any XP for that one. What is happening? Just doesn't seem to be the case. No matter what hero Quinn gets, he's still super strong.
It just feels like a very off day for Bryle so far. And Ari, again, he's been trying to get level 6 for so long. They give him so experience, but he loses life. Oh, tOfu though.
Yeah, they're coming on in. tOfu will die. Tornado will actually just about clip on towards Quinn right now. No astral steps for another 5 seconds. Eventually, he will just get ran down. Simulate off to the side, trying to juke this one out. There is going to be the glimpse. And actually, he did have 1 step of the astral came up at the very end there, but I guess he knew he was dead no matter what and didn't want to waste it. Also, a 3-man smoke here from Gaimin Gladiators is going to move into the dire jungle area, but doesn't look like they're actually going to bump into anybody, are they?
Ari,
looks like
time to do your job.
might be found. tOfu, his smoke breaks. He's actually underneath the dragon, so he's maybe the one getting pressured right now. Out comes the golem drop, trying to focus on towards this S, who has to disrupt himself. Meanwhile, the Broodlings in the backlines. Ari going to be getting death number 9 right now. So obviously we'll kill the courier. Trader supports for now. Also, good block down onto Quinn inside the stack storm. Fantastic. Now there is going to be dyrachyo turning up to this fight to maybe turn it around, as Bryle is the one to die. So it's a 3-for-2 exchange there going towards Gaimin. Probably going to be queuing up a Silver Edge soon if he hasn't already.
No, he still wants to go for the Agam Scepter. You know, it's like the standard items. The diffuser's so good. The Echo Saber's really nice. And I feel like after this, he might even want to get the BKB. Oh dear.
Getting controlled. He's able to use his ultimate to try and run himself away. tOfu's here as well as Seleri. They get the silence and immediately the Slarky boy is just gone.
Now imagine if he had 2 jumps.
To be fair, he would have got away. Could have leapt up to the high ground for sure.
Oh, the glimpse comes out, but do they have the damage? They're gonna try.
It's straight up TP's out. He's like, okay, where are your stuns, guys? Where are your stuns? Absolutely nowhere. Zari. Oh no. Does get caught yet again onto the tier 2, having a real rough time. Even a destructive grab right now on towards Bryle. Gets a tornado connection onto the 2 of them, but it makes no difference whatsoever. Still ends up falling down. Double kill there going towards Quinn. And meanwhile, here's Timado trying to gain recontrol of his own triangle area to resume the farm. Kasane has scouted out a few members of GG here with the Wolves. Maybe he's going to need some more help from his teammates right now. dyrachyo going to get the cut off. Quinn jumping in. They got the lockdown for sure, but chaotic offering coming through will provide a bit of extra space. And kasane going to be able to run himself out of this one. Fine for now. The creep's actually doing a lot of work into the back lines. tOfu might be dropping down, and he will just to the creep army. As dyrachyo now deep amongst quite a few other members of the TSM. kasane not interested in trying to get involved in this fight. We'll just carry on running away. Can they kill this Bristle? He's getting very low with the meteor on top of him. That's more than enough damage. The Bristle will finally end up dropping down right now. Big victory for TSM if they come back on out without sustaining any more losses. I just don't think that's likely as they get the grab on towards Timado. Tries to go for elite, but denied immediately there from Gaimin Gladiators. Just the bristleback spam comes on through, a lot of damage, barely able to survive. Ace just runs straight through the upheaval, not even slowed down all too much. We'll be fine for now. Whitemon still being pursued, but we'll make it safely back into the base.
I hear a wolf.
Oh yeah, once again going over towards tOfu. He's like, guys, help me, I've got a wolf on me. Help me out. Takes a lot of damage, goes to get delayed. He actually just straight up TP's out. He will be safe right now. Quinn also getting re-involved. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Whitemon does get brought down to Ace, not even requiring to use his ultimate. Still have that available as the shapeshift ends for kasane. They're going to try and dive past the tier 3s for this one. Glimmercave probably going to make this a bit more awkward, but it doesn't look like they care. The Bloodstone gets dropped from dyrachyo, but there's no heals that come through from it. He still dies. And now Ace in a very awkward spot inside the enemy base. The Chaos offering gets committed. There is going to be the Soul Bind. Maybe that's good enough to hold them back as Quinn into the back lines himself. Working on kasane. The Light Gun Clover will barely be able to survive. Meteor gets dropped onto Quinn's head. Is there any save mechanic? Destruction is there. Got an actual step in 5, but the slow for the upheaval, he's still getting caught from it. He will eventually fall down. And as a result, that's again not too bad of a fight there for TSM. They do lose Timado. But yeah, killing dyrachyo and Quinn is massive. But the Sunstrike will definitely scout it out. But yeah, it's 100% too late. Aegis giving over towards Quinn as well. He's happy about that one. And yeah, kasane now also with his own Ags completed. So definitely the capabilities to turn Timado into a real scary hero.
I still feel like you can't really take a fight with the Slug without the BKB. You know, you jump in. You still have to worry about Soul Bind and Demonic Purge. Oh dear.
Oh, Ace is in. Gonna chuck the tornado up on towards kasane right now, keeping him out of the equation as the rest of the Brewlings will just run down Ari, drops an upheaval. But just really trying to go out with a little bit of particle effects going on, so he will still fall. Meanwhile up top, dyrachyo, maybe he's the one in danger. 3 heroes on top of him, about to be 4 as Timado is getting involved. Quill's coming through, there is going to be destruction safe, keeping life for a bit longer. But all that's going to do is delay the inevitable field. Eventually we'll just get ran down. Wolfbite as well on towards the slot, getting on top of walls. tOfu.
Well done.
Ends up being another couple of kills there for TSM. Huge punish.
To kill him, and yeah, this is exactly what it is. Yeah, he is actually 0-12, going for the Melk Award.
Yeah, it's not a great award to get, but at least you can say he got something. Meanwhile, Bryle, all he gets is getting called out of position and dying right there. So dive into the tier 2. Gaimin thinking about diving into tier 3 right now as Harry was Glimmer caped up. Meanwhile, Timado actually finds the opportunity to go on towards Seleri right now. Golem drop as well, collects onto him as well as Quinn. Can the Grim get out? Looks like he will be able to. Timado though wants to try and chase after him, but Quinn putting his body actually in front to try and provide the space. The first life of him is gone, does have the Aegis obviously. But with the involvement of Ace, maybe that's going to be enough to force Timado back, and Harry going to get caught out with the Glimmer. Staying alive for now, but there is going to be the Sentry Ward dropped. Eventually, Seleri still gets ran down from the Series. Ari will fall, but even still, Quinn getting stuck inside this kinetic field, cannot escape. Ace as well, no real resources to work with, and with the glimpse, just pops the BKB and runs it off.
First BKB though used just to escape like that. At TSM, their draft's just getting better and better. You know, you go late game with Invoker, late game Slark. Even the Lycan is pretty solid though. Not quite the same league.
Yeah, great. Dive onto tOfu. There is a sentry. Shadow Amulet's not going to do a single thing here. Eventually will just die. Ghost Scepter as well. Going to drop all of his spells onto Otomodota before he eventually dies. Another Shadow Amulet, but more than enough detection. They will find the kill. Gone for 40, no buyback, but actually a jump in from Ace. They want to try and take this fight as well. They found dyrachyo inside the Static Storm, locking him down, so a lot of damage as well as the meteor on top. Can the Bristol survive? There is going to be the 4-star, brings him to safety, but even still, Seleri does end up dropping. Ace pursuing after Bryle right now, forces the BKB out there of the Invoker. Just going to keep pursuing forwards with the Ghost Walk, no protection on his own. Meanwhile, dyrachyo now just gets caught out as the immediate jump in from Timado finds the kill. Ace still going to try and pursue for more. Now focus on towards Ari, but his Bruce split is about to end, but Quinn jumping on in. Maybe they can find the kill. He actually dissimulates the opposite direction, not wanting to get stuck between Kasane as well as Timado to be too much damage. There is going to be the upheaval once more, slowing down Ace. He can't get away. Quinn will finally get rid of the Warlock to remove it, but it's too little too late as Ace is taking a lot of damage. He's trying to run. Definitely Blast will connect. They find the kill. Down goes the Brew. There ends up being TSM coming out on top once more. Really are doing a fantastic job. And now actually the Wolf Bite is back off cooldown again. Timado just going to start chasing after whoever he can find. Leaps up in towards the base, finds Quinn with a couple of right clicks, but no lockdown.
Brewmaster, Bristleback, they're starting to fall off here. Void Spirit, he's going for the Nullifier. That'll be nice, but I don't think you don't care about that if you're Slark or Lycan.
No, I mean, before that fight, you can see dyrachyo was trying to farm his BKB. He's so close to it, and that will be really impactful if you can get it. But so many points keep happening. As another one, he gets glimpsed into the Static Storm yet again. The disruption is going to be there from tOfu to at least negate a majority of the duration. Good jump up to high ground as well from Seleri, but even still, dyrachyo is on his own. He needs some help from the rest of the team. It's just not coming. He's going to get just ran down for Timado. Another kill once towards the carry of Gaimin. And TSM, man, they are really bringing it to him in this game number 3.
Goes back to 80%, so it goes up to 80% for TSM here, and yeah, they could take buildings. They also, I love the Golem, Grand Golem, 20% extra health, so you're super durable.
Yeah, it's real tanky. Meanwhile, Ace jumping on in, does manage to get the armor off. But Quinn, look at that, immediately gets control, takes so much damage, and he's dead before he can do real much jumping at all. Does have a buyback, we'll see if he's going to be forced to use it, but still with that 30 seconds, no dyrachyo, it's difficult to do it. Ace's Brewlings feel like they're doing absolutely nothing as Timado just gets the run down on towards Seleri, takes him out. The Earth Panda as well, right clicks hurt, but he's able to get the Blink Dagger back inside the fountain. Will be safe for now, but this is just space for TSM to carry on destroying buildings. The top set is gone, gonna start working on towards this middle.
And the Quinn can buy back, but he doesn't really want to. Dyrachyo is going to be up in a few seconds, but you're not going to have your Grimstroke in that fight. They're just look at they melt buildings. God. They melt buildings, and Quinn actually buys back. Only a few seconds left, but he feels like he has to.
He has to, man. They're just going to be facing Megas if they don't right now. Jumps on in, but he's hit by the Static Storm. Destruction is going to be there at least for tOfu to keep him alive. But tOfu himself gets ran down for kasane. Quinn, he just can't survive through it. He's just gone immediately. Now dyrachyo feels like all the hopes of GG here in this game of 3 are on them. He's just charging forwards with the BKB finally complete right now, sticking on top of Bryle. Whitemon now in a spot of danger. Eventually the Disruptor will get caught. Couple more quills are all they need. They will find it. But even still, TSM, they don't really get punished all too hard. Actually, dyrachyo still charging after him right now. Doesn't have BKB available, so he has to be careful he doesn't get caught out yet again. kasane trying to TP. No cancel. He will be successful. There's a wolf bit in Timado, though. He's going to stand his ground, right-clicking them both. He's instead of 1 versus 2. Bryle also getting involved to put the balance of power into their favor. Ace will force his BKB right now. They're focusing towards the Invoker. But just look how much damage is coming out. This Slark is just destroying people on his own. An absolute monster here. It looks like Ace will barely be able to survive. Timado, though, yeah, 45 stacks of Essence Shift was there. So much damage is pumping out from this guy.
Most of it's just in the early game, you know, where you only did for like 10-15 seconds, you don't come back and you're fine with it. So this is going to be a big defense from Gaimin Gladiators.
Well, it needs to be if they want to keep themselves in this one. Timado just jumps forward, gets an easy latch onto Quinn, and just like that,
no BKB.
He is gone. Ace jumping in right now, has to use the splits to try and get some work done as well. But look at that, the buildings just get focused up on Timado. Mega creeps have already been secured. This is is already a very awkward situation for Gaimin Gladiators right now. dyrachyo trying to do what he can, but kasane and Timado, that's too damn quick. They're running circles around him, trying to disrupt and hold him back. dyrachyo is pretty speedy himself. He's going to stick on top of his target, but he's going to be careful he doesn't step up too far, as we see in the back of the base. Timado is getting 3 kills. Buyback as well coming out from Seleri. Is it going to be enough to make much of a difference as Bryle able to get that force off just in time, survives with a sliver of HP, and now Timado getting re-engaged against dyrachyo. Going to start building up all of those estrogen stacks. Can he get the kill? He's trying to run down to the south side. At least he might be able to get the kill on towards Bryle here, but it's still stuck amongst 4 enemy heroes. He needs some help from the rest of the squad. Destruction's going to be there for tOfu. But even still, the upheaval already used some Ari. Basically saying you have to stand your ground, but actually what dyrachyo does just kill him instead. Doesn't really make much difference. Even still, Timado jumps in deep, focusing on towards tOfu. Is saved up for the glimmer for now. Trying to do what he can, will jump back off to safety, but Ace, he's trying to pursue after the Slark, but actually they're not going to fully go after him. Will fall back to the base, there are creeps hitting tier 4s. Feels real bad, man, if that's what he's able to do. But he has just been punished really, really hard. Just can't really achieve all too much. And I'm sure Whitemon's probably not even far off having his own ag, so those BKBs aren't even going to be able to save many of the people of Gaimin Gladiators in these situations. As TSM running out once more. Stack Storm not going to connect onto Quinn, he will be fine. First time in a long time he hasn't been immediately punished. Meanwhile, into the back lines, they do find Whitemon. Ace as well as dyrachyo getting that pick off. It looks like TSM just going to try and disengage as much as possible. Bryle TPing in on towards the creep there of kasane. GG, they're actually trying to chase after anyone they can find, but TSM being very elusive right now. We want Timado in the back lines. Does find the grab on towards Seleri. Immediately he is just gone. Can he achieve all too much else while he is completely separated right now? Focusing on towards dyrachyo. Just wants to steal away as many of those stacks as he possibly can right now. Inside the upheaval as well. dyrachyo's going to be super slow. Still TSM. Not going to fully double down for that one. Instead, Timado wants to go for those squishier heroes. Does manage to find the jump on towards tOfu. The rest of Gaimin Gladiators trying to provide a bit of assistance there to their support. Timado is just trying to walk around them to get on top of that support. There is going to be a kill to go for it, holding them back. Bryle taking a lot of damage as well from dyrachyo as Quinn gets the grab, denies the escape. kasane though, objective Dota hitting tier 4s, trying to TP. The Remnant will actually grab onto him, denying the escape, dragging him back on in. Eventually he will get caught, he's a tanky boy. But it is going to be another grab there towards Gaimin. So they're holding on to this one as long as they possibly can.
They need to go for Roshan on TSM. They need to go for Roshan. That's 2 fights in a row that they haven't been able to end the game. The previous fight, they dropped the Ag and Scepter just as the tornado hit with Bryle, so it wasn't the best, but still, it's fine.
It definitely is.
And of course, all the creeps are pushing in. So, Gaimin Gladiators, this is not a stalemate that favors them long term. You know, eventually there's going to be chip damage on those towers and on the Ancients.
And once again, Timado in, focusing on towards dyrachyo. 20 target, a lot of damage coming through. First life is gone. Very quick takedown there coming out from Gaimin Gladiators. kasane as well is running around, focusing on towards Ace. They're just going to lock down Glimpse. There's going to be disruption to deny that one. Quinn trying to get the grab as well onto Whitemon, but the Remnant does not land. Instead, persistence charges through, still able to find the kill. Ace also jumps in quite aggressively, still has Zolma available. The EP coming out, he might have to use it, he's going to run out of mana, but the BKB will keep himself alive. dyrachyo with the BKB and the Bloodstone of his own, trying to retreat. Lots of chaos happening. Still, no one ends up dropping down. Ace now moving outside of the base to get this freebie on towards Ari if possible, but with the help of Timado and Bryle, they provide the assistance to keep their support alive. And now it's Ace who has to back off.
Wait, how many Wisdom Runes do they have on TSM? I don't think I've seen them go on their side of the map. Can we just see their bounty ruins for a sec? Or no? Okay, no need. Don't need. This is more important.
There's a fight coming. 5-man smoke plus the transform will fight used. They found the grab on towards Ace. The steer was pretty tanky, not being pressured so far. There's going to be disruption to keep himself going for a bit longer. Meanwhile, Quinn, he just gets wrecked there from kasane. Absolutely tears him a new one. Seleri also going to be able to barely get himself out. Ace, first life gone. Multiple buybacks having to be expended right now. Quinn obviously bought out for his side, so he doesn't have a buyback. And now dyrachyo getting focused onto. Look how quickly the bristleback falls. Absolutely feels like paper at this stage when the Silver Edge comes out on top of him. Jump in from Timado once more, trying to focus down to the bristle, but he heals back up pretty damn quickly there from the Bloodstone. Disrupted, trying to keep him going for now. Timado once again focusing down, and just like that, dyrachyo is gone. Ace with his own buyback, getting into the back lines right now, but he's separated from the rest of the team. He needs the save to come through, it's just not there. He's gone for 2 minutes. kasane even dropping a tip onto him for the real PM. And now that just looks like it. The Ancient is going to get brought down, and TSM takes the third map.
In this game, it was Gaimin Gladiators that had the quick draft, and they didn't push it. Dyrachyo with a couple of those kills in the bottom lane where he dove in, lost his life, and what does TSM? They punish. By the way, one thing that was worth talking about as well is that Bane, apart from the Fiend's Grip, actually Bane really struggles against Lycan. You know what I mean? Like, you Nightmare a guy, his creeps are around. If you Fiend's Grip, it's like great. Oh, Whitemon.
Whitemon, yeah, he gets found right now. All the slows coming through. The poor old tree, just way too slow. It looked like dyrachyo was waiting for the final right click, but somehow tOfu still got the credit for that one. And we don't see any supports making that move as of yet, as it is actually 3 people right now in the mid lane for TSM. They really want to try and set up for a kill here onto Quinn. Plasma Field, not going to get the full connection. Whitemon is still here. Maybe they're going to try and bait him out right now as Quinn's getting involved. There is going to be the help from Seleri. Maybe the heals is going to be enough to keep him alive. And it looks like it is. One more Plasma Field coming through, slowing him down by the tiers. Quinn's going to try and turn, but Bryle still barely able to get the kill in time. It ends up being a trade of mid laners. Also, now tOfu falls down. Seleri, can he kill Ari? Doesn't look like it's possible. Has to fall back. So at the end of the day, nice win there for TSM. And actually, okay, not going to get Seleri.
Almost.
It was close. One thing I want to say, very, very rare to see a position 1 make the move to steal the enemy Wisdom Rune. But I guess dyrachyo knew that pretty much everyone was mid, and it was the perfect opportunity to sneak that one away. Meanwhile, Quinn, making his first rotation of the game, is going to be able to get this grab on towards Kasane. He will fall, but 0 points into Diabolic Edicts. They can't take the tower just yet.
GG continues to farm up a storm. dyrachyo way at the top here. Can they want to go for him here? He can just TP out if he wants.
There's a TP coming in from Seleri to help out. Heals come through with the Sunder, and actually there's going to be the relocate. But all the TP's coming in from the rest of TSM, so they just want to set up for this free kill. Also a TP comes in from Ace. He has armor available, gets done first. Will now use it. Actually even bringing dyrachyo back into the fight right now. Maybe Bryle's going to be the one to get caught out. He's quite low HP. There's not going to be the full chase of him. He will get away. Now, with the involvement of Quinn, will be a freebie on towards the Venge, now working on towards Kasane. Still not hit his own level 6, so he can't just transform and run himself off. He will fall. Meanwhile, at the bottom part of the map, tOfu solo Timado. What?
Oh, it's the classic Morphling thing of going full agi. And right now, Kasane is struggling this game. We talked about not reaching level 6, and I believe you said, right? Both Wisdom Runes going for GG, so they're quite behind.
It is. Now grab on towards Bryle with involvement here of tOfu. Just going to run down this Razor. He does get a little bit of a heal there from the stick charges, plus the Plasma Field slows him all down, but he turns! Oh, the lightning puts him down to HP, and he actually just gets ticked out there from tOfu. That was a very ballsy turnaround. Looks like the fight is potentially over.
Kasane pushes top a little bit, forces dyrachyo to go there. Bryle, he is... he might be in trouble.
Yeah, controlled up, going to get dragged back as well into the way onto Quinn. There is going to be the overgrowth, one follow-up stun. The damage from long range, is it enough? It is. He will fall down. Mid laner once again for TSM ends up dropping.
And Ace has got Hand of Midas, so he is also recovering.
Yeah.
You know, it looks competitive with them, between them and Ace, but it's like, nah. Ace is going to also start skyrocketing towards the net worth. This TSM, oh, this could be a great kill.
Oh, they're going to go with dyrachyo. He does have Sunder. Going to drop it over towards the Venge. But see, the mass TP's coming in from Gaimin Gladiators. They want to try and keep her alive as best as they can. It's just not going to work out. dyrachyo will still fall. Swap there from Ari, trying to keep Bryle alive. It looks like he will be successful in that. Going to cost him his own life, but it's a worthy trade. As long as if everybody else from TSM can back out, this is a huge win for them.
Mid lane? Oh dear, Bryle.
He just walked straight into it. In an awkward spot, he will get caught. I think that was just the return from the relocate, wasn't it?
Yep.
Like, he just walked straight into where they were going to be. That was very unlucky.
And yeah, you're kind of okay with Gaimin Gladiators. As usual, the fights are just going well for you. dyrachyo, oh, they're going from behind.
The backstab is here. They're going to try and focus on towards Timado. Strength Morph is there, but a lot of damage still flowing through. He has to just get the surge away and hopefully survive that one. As it looks like maybe it's Whitemon's this time to sacrifice his life to save the cause. He's running in towards tOfu is here, but the TP's coming in for the rest of TSM. They want to try and get a counter kill if possible. Grabbing on towards this Bane, will fall. dyrachyo as well, weighing off to the side, does have Sunder, going to drop it on towards Bryle right now, and in comes the rest of the Gaimin Gladiators. It was all a bait at the end of the day. Who can they find though? That is the question. dyrachyo's still getting controlled. Ari will fall. Ace is just running down Bryle, who will die eventually there. And also Whitemon getting caught. And that is, yeah, Quinn is just having an absolute monster game right now. Maybe not even over Timado. This burn damage is coming through quite a lot, man. Strength 4, not really achieving all too much. Just the right clicks alone burst him through. And sure, it cost him the Bane, but what a huge victory there for Gaimin. Yeah, 100%. They're already 15,000k gold behind as well. 92% win probability. Gaimin is saying that this series is pretty much over. I mean, it's looking rough, but you know, there are definitely chances, especially when maybe they could kill Ace, but no. He does get the split off. He will back away. Actually just going to set up for a free kill potentially here on towards the Venge. Bryle though trying to make space for his support to retreat. The heal's coming in through from the leak scene as well, but eventually will die. Kasane also dying up towards the top there from dyrachyo. Completely called out in a whole separate engagement to the north. Tier 3 gone, buildings short to follow. And normally when you pick a tree and protector, you can excel at delaying pushes for as long as possible, but already losing your high ground at 20 minutes in. Not too great at all. As Bryle steps forward to try and defend, but Quinn says, oh hello, I'm gladly going to take this fight to you right now. With the static link, trying to back off, will be okay. Aggressive swap comes through, Quinn getting low, but the heal comes out from the IO, but it's not enough. They actually do get the quill, tons of gold going over towards Kasane. They'll find Seleri as well. TP out from dyrachyo will keep him safe. But definitely is Gaimin Gladiators maybe getting a bit too ahead of themselves right there. It feels like every single time meta has been off cooldown, like Gaimin Gladiators have been using it instantly. They're like, right, the meta's up, let's go, let's get a fight, use this power spike while we can. And look, Timado, he steps up an inch and gets bullied hard, has to just run away. They've lost the tier 3 as well. Range barracks quickly going to follow. Their base is just disintegrating in front of them. What the hell can they do to stop it? Absolutely nothing. Yeah, 100%, they definitely could. It kind of looks like TSM are thinking about that as well. They did draw a line down towards the Roche pit, and they're going to start heading over towards this area. Smoked up on towards 4, but they already break right now. Gaimin Gladiators in the correct spot to try and deny this move. Bryle just trying to commit himself forwards here, seeing away the damage, but he's just losing HP more than anything else. Has to get swapped back to safety there from Ari. He's going to be okay. But the two supports on TSM once again have to sacrifice their lives, and Bryle still gets caught. Ace just runs him down. That's it. GG is called. Gaimin Gladiators are the victors of BTBOOM DACHA.
Oh, congratulations to them. TSM, they did take game 3. Ah, very cool from our observer as well. Right, GG. It was nice to see him. Yeah, look at that. They all a little bit of smiles. Ace doesn't care, you know. He's like, yeah, just stay in the office for me.